I am going to read through the article here, but this one here, I know everybody can take a look behind me. I'm a guy that love fighting games, man. I love fighting games. I love fighting games. I love fighting games. It could be Soul Calibur. It can be Dead or Alive. It can be Mortal Kombat. It could be Street Fighter. It could be Battle Arena Toshinden. It could be Star Gladiator. It could be, I can go through a list of different fighting games because I am a fighting game fanatic. Justin Wong is out there whooping somebody's ass right now in Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay? Shout out Justin Wong. Love fighting games, man. I live, I eat, I sleep, I breathe fighting games. When I seen this roster for this game right here, let me go ahead and read it off. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero marks the return of the beloved Budokai Tenkaichi series after a long hiatus, offering fans a massive 182 character roster and a host of new game modes. This arena fighting game is set to release on October 11th. That's someone's birthday, I know. Shout out to them. I ain't gonna say. And will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. With an expansive roster including fan-favorite characters from all eras of Dragon Ball history, the game promises to deliver fast-paced, high-stakes battles, and fans are particularly excited about the destructive combat mechanics that will allow you to destroy each other and your environments. Now, two things to this. One, I could go down the list of the roster, okay? It's a lot of fighters. 182, I don't have time to go through 182 people. I just don't. Okay? So if you are curious to see the roster, just go right now, Google 182 roster. I guarantee you this will probably be the first thing to come up. And you have images behind me of certain characters, and you can see there's going to be a lot of these characters in the game. Now, with 182 characters, I'm a fighting game fanatic. I've been through these massive character roster games. All right? And they either go two ways. They either go like one beautiful way where like you have 182 characters and each have their own little twang that still make it a beautiful game. It's not overwhelming and it gives a tribute to Dragon Ball. Or it could go the other way where you got so many fighters it's overwhelming. You don't really get to see most of the fighters getting played or even across your screen. Who knows what? They only pick, 7 main fighters because those are the best fighters out of 182. I've seen that too. And you just have 100 and what? I didn't do the math, but you have 100 and some guys that's just nothing. Okay. So, with that being said, like I said, I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I would like to ask everybody, and including you, Dr. Specimen, for a game with 182 character roster, you pick up the game, you're at your friend's house, you at let's say you at a dorm room, guys throwing back beers or whatever. Yeah, the game's on, you grab the controller.
You know exactly what you're pandering to here.
Exactly. You know exactly up there. Now, you grab the controller. It's 182 character roster. I'm not sure. Now, first of all, are you familiar with Dragon Ball?
Absolutely not. I know nothing about any of this.
Good. Okay. That's even better. Great. So now you pick up this game. 182 people. Do you feel the moment you grab that controller, you're not going to stand a chance because it's 100? Like, is that intimidating? How does it feel being someone who's not familiar with any character in the game? And guys just slap buttons anyway, right? Y'all wasted. You're just slapping buttons. How does it feel when you see 182 characters?
I picked the funniest person. So whoever said over 9,000, I'll pick that person.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That's something everybody I think do. They go.
So listen, if I cared about Dragon Ball, well, for me it's weird. Okay, I play Smash, but the thing about Smash is that you have so many characters from so many different games, and so Magnus, don't call me out. So if I was someone who made so let's say I never touched a Nintendo game in my life, but my friend who plays Nintendo games was like, hey, come play Super Smash Bros. With me, and I'm like, fuck it, why not? When I sit down there, maybe me as an Xbox player, I can look at that and be like, son of a bitch, Solid Snake's in here. Maybe I'm a PlayStation person, and I go, son of a bitch, Joker from Persona's in here. Or maybe I'm a more casual Nintendo player. Maybe I don't play like Mario, but maybe I play Animal Crossing and Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god, I have Isabella Villager and Sora in here. So there's branching out. The problem with this is that it's just all Dragon Ball characters. So you kind of just need to know something about Dragon Ball before going into this. You can't just jump into this blind.
Oh, you know what? I agree. A lot of people don't know as well. This Dragon Ball fighting game series is unlike any other fighting game. So, Dr. Specimen, if you were slapping buttons, it would not work like other fighting games. You know, some of those games were like Tekken. Tekken is a great button slapper, right? You slap the buttons and you could lay down a
And you
10
know
hit
what?
combo on somebody.
I get people dislike spamming in fighting in well really any game, but in fighting games especially, sometimes it's just fun to just sit down. Maybe you're drunk off your ass with your other drunk buddies, and you just want to see whoever can hit the button quicker wins. Quite frankly, and you know what? People don't want to just have a game that just counts the buttons they press and say you win. Sometimes you want some weird visuals to go with it. You know what? Sometimes this just satisfies a really primal itch of just pressing stuff and seeing who wins with violence.
No, one thing a lot of people don't know,
I'm
especially
speaking
when
to the
you're
men here, by the way, especially the men understand this feeling.
Yo, one thing I can say about fighting games, and he's right. You ever play against that guy and you like, man, you're doing the same move, and he says, stop it, and it's the worst thing because you have to stop it, and it is so true. Even though it's one
Otherwise, you look
move,
like the biggest bitch on the planet.
thank you. So hey, I'm gonna do the one move. How are you gonna be mad at me? That's how fighting games are. So if you ain't ready for that type of thing, he's right. Don't even start to play. But Dragon Ball, that many characters. If you're not familiar, don't get into it. But it is one of those that's fast paced. I mean, so fast paced. If you're not like watching, like not blinking, you'll miss one blink. You know, one disappear, combo, special move, bam, comma. You know what I'm saying? It's just a wrap. And I ain't gonna lie, this game is fire. I know it is. And I think the 182 character roster is actually gonna slap. I think it's gonna slap. I think it's gonna slap, bro. I think it's gonna be the best thing since fight. I think it might be one of the best fighting games. I'm gonna say it on record. I'm gonna say it, and people are gonna be amazed. But I'm also still having my doubts about the roster. So I just have to